Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Thursday night game of Mutants and Masterminds. The game we call With Power Comes. Kind of a play on the word, with great power comes great responsibility, blah blah blah. Oh wait, what the hell is this doing? Why is it doing that? Oh, you don't need to see all that. Anyway, before I hand this off to Marcus to join us, jump us into tonight's episode, as everything on my screen just goes haywire because I moved something. The map in the middle of the screen, you see this nice little, I guess this is the door that we had to deal with last week or last session. Things like this allows us on Roll20 to share it with you and our players, kind of give an immersion and to let our players know what's going on. And apparently my Zoom channel is minimized, therefore we weren't moving on chat. There we go, we're back. Also, for the most part, not all of us, but a few of us have used Hero Forge to create miniatures. Hero Forge is a website you go to create custom miniatures, anywhere from 6 inches all the way down to your basic, 33 millimeter, 20, I don't know. The little bitty guys. I have one around here somewhere. Something like this dude here, which you can't see. There he is. From this size all the way up to 6 inches. You can make statuettes with them. You can pose them however you want to. Equip them with gear, weaponry, anywhere from fantasy all the way up to sci-fi. Let's see. Also have, I believe there's mounts now, as well as the companion animals. If you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make a digital version of all that and bring it into your own digital game, just like we do here with our Roll20. We also have a sponsor that we have, GUICube. If you haven't had a chance to check out GUICube.com, go check them out. They're a fantasy world created by the company several years ago and expanded upon by the community over the last 3 years or more. I have to go back and check the calendar on when we actually did our first campaign. Red Star Rising is a running campaign they've been working on. We're up to chapter 4 right now as far as what's been released. It looks like due to some players from the original campaign moving on or not being heard from, we may start Red Star Rising over again from chapter 1 with all new characters and some returning players, and throw in some of our newer players into the mix with it. But that's a thing for a future time, so just stay posted and we'll let you know. If you're watching us on Twitch, there are 3 things that are important. The number one thing that's important is Extra Life. There's a link down below. Click on that. It takes you to the website for Extra Life. It allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the Children's Hospitals at any point in time throughout the year when you want to and when you can. Also, now near that link is our link for our website, which Marcus has been very enthusiastically adding things to the shop there. What are we up to? How many? Well, I'm not going to get into how many, but we have a plushy bear for Sir Reginald Pennyworth, right?
Yeah.
We have Army Corps. We have the symbol that's behind you. We have the symbol that's in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. We have, I believe we have a vampire, Kindred of Savannah / Austin shirt. And I think you even made one for the one-shot we did a few weeks ago.
Yes.
What was that? Kindred on the Run or something like that?
That's correct. But yeah, we got coffee mugs, koozies, mouse pads, blankets, pillows, cards, shirts, and with it becoming close to hot girl summer, we do have beach towels and a bikini in there. I'm working on the men's swimwear as well.
I mean,
so
I'm going to say this because I'm sure most women out there don't want to see this, but just don't make it a Speedo.
Yeah, no bikinis for men.
Yeah, no mankinis.
Well, what do you think Dragon's Head was going to be?
Hence why I said let's not do that.
And if you enjoyed our Kindred on the Run one shot, there is a canvas gallery wrap that you can hang on a wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So go check it out and see what he has available. Now, that third thing that I mentioned, if you're watching us on Twitch, down below we have a chat bar. Now, that chat bar has what looks like a little bubble right next to it. Now, the longer you watch any of our programs here on Twitch, the more you can click that little button there and collect bubbles. We call them chaos bubbles because, for the most part, they're used to add chaos to a game. And as of right now, the only game we have that we can spend them on is our Consequences of Chaos, which is tomorrow night on Friday. Which Robert loves when you throw shit at us, right, Robert? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we've got stacks of disadvantage and advantage right now from some of our viewers. I say viewers, maybe a player who will be joining us again here in a little while. So yeah, collect those points. You can spend them to give advantage, disadvantage, magic items that are based off of level, GUI item or GUI reward. I don't think there's anything else I have to mention as far as that's concerned. Before we log off tonight, somebody can remind me to let Josh do his shout out. But yeah, I think we'll just hand it on over to Marcus and we jump into tonight's episode. And we do have 3 missing currently. 1 due to injury, 1 due to life-related things, which will be joining us soon, later, and another one due to life-related issues, and we don't know when that'll be resolved. So, hence the blank spots we have on the screen at this moment. Now, Marcus, you can have it. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
No, but you can have it anyway.
Okay. Alrighty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marcus Scott. I will be running this group through a homebrew version of Mutants and Masterminds. Now, for a few of us, this is our first time actually playing this. This is my actual first time playing it / running it. So, for you rule lawyers out there, if something isn't right, well, it's our game and we're here to have fun. We got the rule of cool. It seems cool, seems funny. We'll probably go with it. With that said, I think that's all my intro is. It's been a long day. So we'll go ahead and jump into our characters and our players so they can tell you a little bit about who they're playing. And afterwards, when you 3 would like to give a recap for a hero point, so we'll start with Bobby, our stalwart.
Hi everybody, my name's Gerald. I play Bobby, also known as Stalwart. He is an optimistic teenage powerhouse, and he is very excited to be traveling around the world. He is less excited to punch by the demon army. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are.
Alright.
I guess it brings
Hello,
me
Jeff.
next. I'm Dan Latham, also known as Shadow Dugar. Tonight I am portraying the, the vet soldier Connor McBain, also known as Shadow Wolf, who is still trying to figure out how he got tagged with babysitting youngins and animals, because that seems to be all his team is now made up of, is youngins and animals. I'm sure there's a reason. And I'm sure, none of my previous mental issues are going to come into play at any point in time throughout the campaign. So, yeah.
Bobby's an adult.
Sure. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hand it off to one of the furballs that we have with us, who
Yes,
literally turns into a furball.
Hello, I'm Robert, and I play Arnie, who is a screaming hairy armadillo who has been genetically manipulated, had other things thrown into his system. How he survived, no one really knows. Well, Actually, he survived because of all the stuff that had been put in it. So you have this hyper intelligent, incredibly small armadillo that's helping out the team any way he can, which includes bankrolling.
Apparently, it pays to just rob people's emails and figure out how to do things.
Yeah, I mean, I was bored, so I learned how to manipulate the stock.
Alrighty. And I will be playing Miss Kitty and Vanessa Sinclair if I remember to bring them into the scene.
We figured we'd
Not
help
bad.
you out a little bit tonight. That Kitty is off shopping with certain individual for some swimwear.
Ah, that's right.
So yeah,
And of course, they'll need a driver and a chaperone, so Vanessa Sinclair will be off doing that.
See?
Alright.
she's the one that has the credit card.
Yep.
Army Express.
Alright.
Army Express. It's everywhere you want to be.
Well, who would like to remind everybody where we last left off?
That's a good question. Last left off. Yeah, we came to the Sphinx, the first one, not the second one. And as we were deciding, you know what? They're not here yet. They're not going to be here yet. So we'll go ahead and go to the one in Egypt. We come out of the cave that we've, I think, sealed behind us somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. To come face to face with, I guess, their version of protectors of the door that was behind us. Now, mind you, while we were down there investigating and inspecting this door, somebody who shall leave unnamed touched a few things, moved a few stones around. I didn't open the door. You know, we were warned not to open the door because, you know, the guardian in there, blah, 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 whatever. But you know how teenagers can be. If you're a parent, you definitely know how teenagers can be. Well, they touched a few things, moved a few things around. So we went back downstairs to investigate and show these new people who decided to that they were the protectorates that we hadn't touched anything. There was mist and smoke coming out from underneath the door that coalesced into flaming demon type creatures. That's not good. So we spent the better part of last session trying to quell those particular creatures, and I think we ended up figuring out somehow to redirect, because apparently what our very curious companion did was not open the door, not unlock the door, not disturb anything on the other side of the current door, but decided to change the station apparently to a different location, more likely like a fire elemental lair for anybody who does D&D. But anyway, that's where we pretty much left off. I don't think I missed anything else, but I could have.
Oh, we're now off to Egypt, to the Sphinx there, to try to get the key before the Obsidian Brother.
Yes. Now that you swapped it off of Tartarus, you no longer have those hell demons coming through.
Yes. And we had sealed the entrance behind us to make it more difficult for the Obsidian Brotherhood to get entrance, but
As we determined, not impossible.
yeah.
Alright. What is the second up on me? Alright, seems like roll 20's not like me at the moment. Let me reload. Alright. So, y'all ended up dealing with the descendants of Sambahata.
Bless you.
And they let San Porto, that was the realm that you actually missed through the door and happened to see. They let you know that they're the Harris Albawaba, which is Arabic for gatekeepers. Y'all devise a plan to set a trap for someone's mysterious ex and sister and her group of friends that are heading to Egypt.
Yeah, we're not supposed to discuss that, but you know.
Well, that's why they're all shopping, because I don't think dude needs to see his sister yet. I don't think he's mentally ready for that. Bobby, on the other hand, I think can handle.
I mean, for Bobby, it's an ex. I mean, come on.
I
Can't be that
mean,
bad, right?
she's only an ex because she died.
Yeah.
No, she left you. She was apparently alive, but she just left you.
Well, we don't know.
No,
It was
we
all
don't.
ruse.
We'll see.
She was just faking it the entire time to get out of the relationship.
Probably, yeah.
Alrighty. So, y'all get back to your plane and you fly southwest. Not the airline, but the direction.
What to say?
Mm-hmm.
When did we agree on that?
And you find yourself in Egypt. What would be the first? You give the card to Vanessa and she takes the kids off. What would the three of you like to do?
Well, I think we should go to this Nine Pyramids Lounge.
Nine Pyramids Lounge, okay.
No.
Yeah, Connor has no argument with that. He could probably use a stiff drink right now. But according to...
I think we probably should make our way to the Great Sphinx.
Yeah, you're probably right. I hate to admit that, but you're probably right.
Well, there's great reviews at Nine Pyramids Lounge.
Mm-hmm. And there's also Khufu's. We can always stop over there after we get to eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you head over towards the Great Sphinx. So you notice that it's kind of blocked off for the most part, as there's still some reconstruction on trying to bring back the face. And you do see that there is a information booth off the side talking about tours and their times and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, do we see any suspicious individuals walking around?
Give me a perception.
I'll think about it.
Also, where is that ship that we've been tracking?
Alright. That ship you currently... Let's see... Do I have a overall Google map of that area?
I rolled it. It's just hasn't come. There it goes.
Oh, yeah. You see some people looking over y'all's direction just because, y'all look like Americans. But nothing nothing setting off the spider senses or anything like that.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, with the premonition, do I know where this thing is supposed to be at?
All you saw Was her? The premonition you saw was her in.
We had another one, didn't we?
Oh, that's right. Was she
Well,
walking with the key?
we
Go
had
ahead.
to transcend to Sun Vivoto, gaze from the dynastic queen to the king of Orion, the pyramid. The queen, Princess of Hope, was facing Egypt, toward Egypt. For what lies beneath her perch lays the sulphury Clavis. So her perch makes me think
Underneath the Sphinx itself.
yeah. Um, I'm probably in somebody's backpack right now, but Connor, would you like me to burrow under this fence and maybe start taking a look around?
Yeah, just be careful
Okay.
and don't engage. Just come back and let me know what's going on.
Okay. And Marcus, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burrow underneath the fence.
Okay.
And I'm going over to where the Sphinx is, and utilizing my spatial awareness and stuff, I am going to start searching for a way into the Sphinx or underneath it.
Okay. To answer your previous question, it is currently just south of what island is that?
Crete?
Well, you got Greece, and then you got island just southeast of that.
Crete.
Oh, is that Crete?
I think you're looking at Crete.
They're in the Mediterranean?
No, the ship we've been tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking at the island just south of Greece, that is Crete.
Okay.
So it's made its way somewhat inland.
Yeah, it's
getting close.
Yeah. It's made its way through Gibraltar into the Alboran Sea. It's making its round through Malta, the Mediterranean Sea. And it's making its way. You think it's heading towards Alexandria.
That would make sense.
Okay. So you are burrowing.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Alright. How far are you looking to burrow?
Well, I'm gonna basically get to where the base of the Sphinx is, and then start going down.
Okay.
And I'm using my senses, my facial awareness and stuff to try to see if I can spot an opening.
Okay. As you make it towards the Sphinx, you come up to its base wall. You're probably about 5 feet under when you get to the base of it, and you start digging down. You go approximately good 200-300 feet till you find the bottom of the structure itself.
Okay.
As you go around the actual stone structure, you're not seeing any space that you could actually burrow into. There are some cracks and stuff where some sand has slid in, but they're too small for you to actually fit through.
Just through my radio link to them, Connor and Stalwart, do you think you can get into the Sphinx compound? The rhyme had, or the phrase we said is, it lays beneath her perch. So it might be between the legs or underneath the legs. I'm going to start trying to map my way over there.
So looking around, do I see a way that I can get to where we're talking about, but Bobby, on the other hand, is a different story.
Yeah, we want to make sure Bobby is there. If all else fails, I can come out and teleport him in.
So is there a way we can do so?
To get into the structure.
Yeah, Bobby and I can sneak in there.
Um, there are people around. He can try to stealth, or he can look at buying a ticket to get in.
But didn't you say it was under construction or something?
There is some construction up towards the head where they're trying to redo the face, but they do have main entrance that is kind of chained off where the tours go through.
Oh well, if that's the case.
Sorry, it's fine.
I'll just whip out the handy dandy Army Plus card and buy a ticket for us to go in.
Okay.
The Army Plus. Don't leave home without it. So, if you have no problems getting in there?
No, sorry, I'm just trying to get a better photo for you so we can see what we're looking with. And okay, so you can get a better visual. Okay, open this. Download. Okay, that's like yeah. Go where you purchased 2 tickets. She lets you know that tour will be starting in about 10 minutes. That if you're looking for souvenirs or anything like that, there would be a gift shop over next to what did we say that was 9? What was the name of the damn restaurant?
The Nine Pyramids Lounge.
Yes. Sorry.
We should get a T-shirt for Kyle and Kitty. Mom and Dad went to the Sphinx, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Just so you can get a better idea what you're looking at.
Okay.
Now you get a shirt
Yeah.
that says, Mommy and Daddy didn't let me come with them because last time I went, I opened a portal to hell. I don't think I have that shirt in stock.
I'm still underground, but I will come up when they get near. I'm kind of creating a map around the Sphinx.
Okay. A couple minutes later, you hear over a bullhorn that the tour starting. You see a group of tourists. You see a couple, one heavyset guy in a Hawaiian t-shirt, cargo shorts, Crocs with socks, huge camera around his neck. He's just taking pictures and.
Yeah, I'm going to vaguely touch the minds of those that are on the tour.
Okay.
Just don't think there's a role for it because it just touches surface thoughts.
Okay.
Where you at? There you. Yeah, I understand a surface thoughts or memories if they share a common language. Can only read surface thoughts, cannot achieve higher degrees of contact. It is resistible by wit.
Okay.
So I guess how do I do this?
You shouldn't have to do anything. They just roll against it.
Yeah, but what kind of DC are we looking at?
Whatever rank it is, plus 10.
Okay, that's a 16. It looks like.
Okay. Let's just do a general roll. Okay. Yeah. For the most part, you have no trouble bouncing from mind to mind. Now, I did say same language, right?
Yeah, language I can understand. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you do have a group of some locals there. Uh, so are you fluent in Arabic, your character?
No, I wouldn't understand any of the Arabic or the Egyptian.
Okay. Uh,
I don't think my character bothered to learn any of that when he was over there fighting.
okay. Just enough what was on the card of full throttle shoot and all that stuff.
I mean, one of the guys that was in the unit was our translator, so there's no need to learn.
Yeah. But as for those mines you do come across, the wife of the guy, heavyset guy in the Hawaiian shirt, you sense her kind of embarrassment, and she's kind of have some thoughts about another gentleman that is in the tour. Young, bald-looking, strapping young man.
I kind of lean over towards Bobby's. See that lady right there?
Yeah.
Why don't you go chat her up? I think she's interested in you.
Isn't she with that fat guy?
Yeah, that's probably why she's interested in you. I mean, it's up to you. I'm
I
just.
think I'll let that resolve itself first.
Okay.
Uh,
If it ever does.
you see, sense some excitement in some of the kids that are there. There's one kid who's not really into this. You kind of get the sense that he was forced to come here,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be school trip or parents or,
Yeah, something.
he'd rather be back at the hotel playing video games and all that.
Yeah, typical kid. That
Yeah.
I know of now since I've had to deal with friggin' Kyle.
But yeah, as you make your way in, you do see. Let's see where is? Do you see like a blueprint of the Sphinx?
Did you see the Sphinx?
Oh,
Oh, you weren't asking, you were telling. Sorry.
yeah. I'm trying to see if I can actually get you a decent blueprint. And basically, what it is just saying, hey, these are the chambers we found so far. Uh, and you see little flyers and stuff like that basically goes into the history of it. Um, like who built the Sphinx temple has answers, yada yada yada. Uh,
Okay. So nothing truly out of the ordinary.
right.
Other than me trying to hook Bobby up with a married woman, yeah? Hey, just think of it this way. There's no commitment.
She made a commitment. That guy.
But there's no commitment for you.
Yeah. But, seems wrong.
Connor's morality and other things are just a little loose in translation, so you have to kind of deal with it. He sees no problem with it.
Okay. As you're walking along, the tourist will point out to where talks about the core blocks, the Type A, which are thin marl layers, the yellow band continuously running through the middle of the three rocks. Let's see. Let's see. Has it found the polluted? Yes. There you go.
Yeah, don't see anything yet. Just a
What
page.
now?
I see a weird thing that looks like it looks like a screenshot of a paint program.
On my end, I see the roll 20 dice and it says something has gone wrong.
Yeah. I got the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
seeing anything.
So, let's see. Peculiar pamphlet. Yep. But even if I go and click on it, it doesn't bring it up.
Yeah, which is weird because I can see a picture of the Sphinx as the icon
It's
of the pamphlet, but when I click on it, it says something went wrong.
well, hell's bells and fountain trails. Okay. But yeah, it's just a pamphlet that shows you the layout from the Sphinx itself, the Sphinx temple, and just gives you the background history of it.
Okay.
And this
I'll,
continues on. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll just glance at it like I'm actually reading it or paying attention to what it says, but I'm not.
Bobby is actually reading it, and he's taking pictures. Like he's got his phone out, he's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take a few selfies.
Yeah.
That Connor
Like
tried.
I want to get the angle where the Sphinx face is like up behind me, and I'm like,
Connor does the best he can to make sure he's not in any of those pictures. But I'm sure one or two of them's gotten past his him paying attention to it.
Since it's not working there, if y'all want to kind of take a gander, it is in. Oh no. Works if I'm in the right thing. I was about to add it to my new world server. Alright. There we go. But yeah, as you're walking along, you do see some excavators. They are currently working on the lower level of the and they're in search of Kafu. And you see them dusting off the rocks. They'll pick up like a piece of pottery and bring it over to a geologist, and he's looking at it and trying to date and time it. But the PDF is in with PowerComs if you want to follow along with that. As you're going, you're welcome. As you're going through the actual Sphinx itself, you do see some hieroglyphic markings, and the tour guide Uh, shows you some of the markings, tells you, hey, this means bird and all this, and he gives you this elaborate story of the history on that. If y'all would like to do, I guess, sort of an insight onto this.
Sure.
All right.
What, did it roll?
Yeah, I got Stalwart's insight. Is that 14 or 19? 14.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having roll 20 issues here. Sorry,
Okay.
but
As you guys are listening through, Bobby, you're reading pamphlet. It's like, yeah, says that right here. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Going like, that's interesting. You get a slight hint of he's probably telling the truth, but sounds like he's making up some shit too. What is Army doing at this time?
Okay, so they are now up, and having gone around the sink, there's nothing I can see down
No.
here. So I'm going to come up and wait for an opportune time so I can teleport into. Is Connor wearing a backpack, or is Bobby?
probably Connor would have grabbed a bag so you could be in it.
Okay, so I'll jump over into his bag. Couldn't find much down underground. So if there's an entrance, it's somewhere up here.
All right. Well, let's keep our whatever peeled. Sensors, eyes, ears, nose, whatever. So,
Yeah.
do we have any idea what we're looking for?
Not really.
Well,
I mean,
What are our clues again?
oh yes.
one of your clues talked about a key. If y'all remember what that key kind of looked like.
Oh, it's been unfortunately 2 weeks, and I did not take a copy of the key. Hold on a second. It's in our. Is it the mysterious note? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it's the mysterious note that has the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 8-legged or 8-armed spiral thing.
Yes.
Yeah, forgot
Okay.
about that. So we'll look around and see if we can see something that might look like it would belong.
Yeah.
Some
Well-
motif or something that looks like it's got that symbol in it.
Okay. Give me investigation or perception, whichever's better for you.
Investigation or perception? Oh, they're both about the same.
I'm using my senses too.
Hang on, I'm not calling you. I'll lay down.
Okay. Connor, as you're looking at the wall of hieroglyphs and all that, it looks like mumbo jumbo.
Yeah,
I'm
not into this.
Bobby, as you're walking through, as you're on the tour, you do notice that some sections were blocked off or closed off to the public. But as you're happen to be walking by, you do catch a symbol that kind of resembles the key that was mentioned or described on a wall that is currently being blocked off by tourists. That's not accessible to tourists.
It's
I will bump Connor and point to it.
Good eye. Now figure out how to get over there. Is there anybody manning it, like guarding it or something?
You don't see any guards, but you do see probably another 15 people with you in this tour.
Okay, just kind of lag behind. Let's see what happens.
All right.
See if
I'm
anybody
gonna take my
notices.
phone out and try to like zoom in,
Okay.
get a
As
close-up picture.
as you take the picture and you blow it up on your phone, you notice that the symbol appears to be on a bigger effigy of what kind of looks like the door you've seen before. And you see around that door what appears to be celestial type objects, like moons and stars and stuff like that. And I will need to step away for a couple minutes to
All right.
take care of
So we'll go ahead
something
and take it's 9 o'clock, which is when we usually take our breaks. So we'll take a quick 10-minute. So other people can go to the bathroom, grab drinks, grab snacks, whatever you need to do, or get pets from the dogs. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we are back. And trying to make our way away from the actual tour. It's loading it now. Now Bobby's taking pictures and checking something out, and you're describing it to him before we left?
Yes, he took a picture, or zoomed in as far as he could, took a picture of the symbol that he noticed and pointed out. As he pulls it up on his camera and zooms in, you'll see back behind that emblem is what looks similar to the door that y'all saw in Pakistan, along with around it celestial bodies, such as planets, stars, and different solar system emblems. But as you're standing there and taking pictures, let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted. You do hear the tour guide holler out, "Let's keep going, guys," and moving on to the next part, and you start to hear his voice fade as the crowd starts to move past you and further on down.
Okay.
No one seems to pay much attention.
Alright, so
As they're all taking pictures and pointing things out as well.
Alright, there's nobody else here after they walk away?
Currently, no. You hear the voices up ahead where they're coming from. You do hear voices down the other way that would be heading your direction shortly. You're starting to get a sense that these tours are happening in a 5-10 minute increments of each other. So next tour is in the section before
Copy that.
the one you're currently in.
So, are there any security cams that we
No.
notice? Okay. Well,
Do we
if
need
we're
to
going
go down there and check it out closer, or is the picture enough?
I think we need to go down there. We have to find the key. So, here, I'm going to come back out. Just touch my head, and I'll move us over there.
All right.
And so I will teleport us through the gate.
Okay.
So we're on the other side.
You're on the other side.
And I scramble out of the backpack so I can start reading some of the hieroglyphs and stuff.
Okay. As you're heading down, this passageway kind of goes down in a 45-degree angle. You notice hieroglyphs on the left and right. Now, you're reading these hieroglyphs, correct?
Yeah, I know. It means I'm going to have to probably lag behind to read them, but...
Okay. I take it you're feeling them out, because you
Yeah.
said you were blind, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm using my neural tendrils to
Okay.
kind of feel them.
As you're reading through, you're getting a sense of how this planet was created.
Mm-hmm.
And senses that the gods of Egypt came down on these burning chariots that had no horses, if that makes sense. Basically, the whole ancient alien ideology of
pyramids were landing pads.
well, communication center, to these other realms, and that these advanced civilized ancient aliens were viewed as gods because there's no other understanding of what that was. So you go from the creation down to get different locations of celestial markers. And just as you go around the corner of this corridor, you do hear at the top of the corridor the next tourist group, and this time the tour guide is talking about pretty much the same things, but there are slight differences that you kind of like, oh, that's what my tour guide was trying to say. So you may or not have the best tour guide, that deal. But as you make your way down, you do kind of come to a dead end. It seems like it's a solid wall or stone.
Feel any airflow or anything around the stone?
Give me perception.
All right.
I was going to just see if Bobby could push it.
Bobby, you do feel a slight breeze to the stone on your left. As you go to push it, doesn't seem like it will give inward. So you're not
Get a
sure.
grip on it to pull outward.
You can certainly try.
Or it could be side to side.
Yeah, I'll try.
You find something over there, Bobby?
I think so. There's a breeze coming through here. Oh, you can be.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I'll mist up and go through it.
Okay. As you follow through, you see on the other side another corridor. Do you have night vision or dark vision?
I do once I solidify. I've got it in my mask.
Oh, okay. Well, right now it's pitch blackness for you. You're sensing that you're in a corridor.
Right. I will, as soon as I know that I'm clear from the doorway, I will rematerialize
Okay.
and look around.
You're in a darkened corridor. Up close, you do see some more hieroglyphs. You turn towards the stone that you went underneath, and it appears that there's a lever contraption where the door has slid down into position.
Alright. I will attempt to move said lever to see if I can get the door to move.
As you're trying to pull on it, give me a strength check.
Alright. Strength check. I guess it's just this, right?
Yeah. You're pulling, you climb on it, you kind of do like a push up on it.
Would athletics work better?
You can try. Let's do an athletics.
Never mind.
Okay.
Jesus. And I haven't. Well, I mean, it's only 3 points higher, but still.
Alright. So you brace yourself against the wall and trying to push your way down onto it. It kind of jiggles a bit, but doesn't open.
Then I will mist and go back through the door and let them know that there is a corridor on the other side. And I can't seem to get the lever to work on the other side.
Well, if you can go back over there, I can smell you and hone in on you and teleport to you. With Bob.
Alright.
With Stalwart.
Yeah. I will. Well, I mean, Bobby, Stalwart, same person. So I'll miss back up and go right back through.
Okay.
And I can smell where Connor is, so I can teleport over to him. I will
Alright.
take Bobby with me.
Okay. You are now on the other side of the pillar or stone door. As you're sitting there, it is pitch blackness unless you can see in the dark.
Well, that'd be a Bobby deal.
I am checking right now. I believe I have dark vision, but I'm gonna make sure before I say it.
Okay. You do get a scent of
I do.
musk. Okay. So you're able to see down the corridor. You do see markings along the wall. You get this musky scent that this passageway hasn't been opened up in centuries, if not millennia.
Yeah.
It's real nasty down here.
There's been no fresh air that has ran through here in ever. So it's going to be a little bit smelly.
Okay. I assume you make your way down.
Once I know that Bobby can see, because I already know that Arnie doesn't see, he uses other means to locate.
Yeah.
I'll start heading
Okay.
that direction.
As are you going to check the walls as well as you go down?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what you're getting there are coordinates to different locations as you make your way down.
Okay.
And at the end of the corridor, you do see a large gold embroidered stone door with two winged sphinx hands sort of like reaching out to embrace where the doors kind of lock together.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get in between those. Just bad
I'll
feeling.
try not. Are you thinking trap or something?
Yeah. Plus, when I was younger, I watched a movie that had something similar in it, and they shot laser beams out of their eyes and blew stuff up. Anyway, I'm sure that's not the case here, but still a good idea to watch our step and be careful.
Okay.
Well, that's where you guys are. What would you like to do?
Cautiously move forward and scope the place out. Arnie gathers whatever information he can gather.
Yep.
But,
I'm just using my smell, actually, my digital senses are up too. Are there any computer-like things down there?
Computer-like things, not. Well, binary is a universal language, so you do get a sense of something AI computer-like. However, it does not appear to be any kind of operation interface that you are familiar with.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't connect to it here, but if I physically touch it, I might be able to connect to it.
Correct.
Telling you this?
Hmm?
Did you let us know?
Yes, I let you know. There's some type of digital intelligence in
Let's
What about the door? Can we tell?
That it's a stone wall, embroidered in gold, with winged finks reaching out, grasping each other's hands, sort of basically like blocking the door. or not locking the door, but when the door closes, it kind of. Would you like to give a better investigation of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Some investigation.
Yep.
Okay. So 15.
All right. Okay. Also give me perception checks, everybody.
Okay. Finally, something over an 11. Or 12, that is.
Okay. As Army rolls over towards the door, as he's rolling, some of the dust kind of picks up. You do notice some glyphs kind of on the floor. But as you roll over to the door, you're
Warning.
looking at it.
Said I warn you, there's something on the floor.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I will stop then
Okay.
and start checking out these glyphs.
Alright. As you're looking at these glyphs, they do kind of look to be on some thin stone plates that happen to be laying across the floor there.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that some of it's hieroglyphic, some of it's celestial, but there just seems to be letters and images on several of these that lay out probably a good 15-foot strip from east to west of this room that you're in.
Okay. In the corridor, because we haven't gotten to the doors yet.
Well, as you come down out of the corridor, you're into this
Antechamber.
antechamber, yeah.
Okay.
Then you have a strip of this about 15 foot wide from wall to wall at these glyphs. You roll over them and you're on the other side by the door.
Okay. Try to make out what if the glyphs are trying to say anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me either investigation or intelligence again.
Okay. I'll do the intelligence because with the Dedic memory I get the +5 on that.
Okay.
And so that'll be a 12.
You're able to get the letters. There are what appears to be. Let's see.
Oh, and just so everyone else knows, when I do this, I'm transmitting this to your cell phones.
Okay.
From what you can tell with this language, there appears to be 32 alphabetic letters and about 20 different images, celestial markings. So you're trying to process and put these letters in a certain way.
And how many celestial markers do you say?
20. So that should be 32, 20, that's 52.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my math is right on that.
Yeah.
What's throwing you off is the 32-bit alphabet.
Yeah.
Do the celestial markers match up in any way to the markers that were around the symbol of the key?
Some of these markers do look like They were markers around the key.
Okay, can I send that to Army, that picture to Army?
You sure can.
Okay.
Hey, some of these symbols match up with the key picture.
Huh. Okay. So, looking for those symbols on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, as you're going around looking, is anyone else walking around looking at these as well, or?
I'm not gonna walk on them.
I'm not walking
So
around,
maybe-
but I will at least keep an eye out because I'm not a scholar
Okay.
or a brain or mutated armadillo, so I will just keep watch.
Okay.
You're just a standard plain old human being.
Yeah.
Well, I was. Not
Uh,
anymore.
As you go around, you do find these markers, and you mark them out, and it kind of looks. Let's see. See if I can. Below the current map you're on.
See, told you. Nap's over with.
There. There. There.
Is something supposed to be appearing on this map?
If you scroll down the bottom of the map,
Oh, okay.
No. What?
do you see the black markings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
In the white space.
Oh, in the white. Okay, yes. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, look at the picture. Nothing on it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good boy.
Yeah, I'm just putting. Basically, these here are the celestial markings,
Mm-hmm.
and
And how much space is between? Or how much space is each of these squares?
each of these squares, they seem to be about a foot across.
So, yeah. Okay, foot square. Okay. Are they in the order from left to right or right to left of the order we saw at the other gate?
They appear to be in a random order.
Okay. And it doesn't look like these things move.
Doesn't look like they slide around. Are you going to try to pick one up?
I wasn't planning on picking one up.
I could try to pick one up.
Okay.
I mean, it would potentially be wise for everybody to move back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I could pick this up. So, I will move back.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll give him a
try
little
to pick
space.
one up.
Alright. And as you reach down, you're trying to slide your fingers in between the tiles, and you go to pick up, and it breaks in half. But as it does, you
Great.
see
You broke it.
darkness down below.
There's a hole or something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you found a way to get down deeper.
I don't know that for sure. Can I shine a light? Does it look like it's just a hole, or does it look like the void of space? Or
As you shine down, looks like a good 120, 200 feet drop. You do see reflections of some metal and some bone. As you're kind of looking around, you do see that there appears to be pillars attached to some of these slabs that you try to pick up.
okay, I will try to sort of hang upside down and stick my head through there to see if I can see where the pillars are.
Okay.
And he feels something wrap around his leg when he does that.
Okay. Did you try that once before in another game?
What?
Wrapping a tentacle around someone who's about to fall?
I don't recall. Probably. I don't know. Sounds like something I might have tried.
Yeah. Okay. So we need pillars. Draw shape. And let's do this color. Okay.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to see if I can repair that one tile that got broken, so
Okay.
that I can put it back in case somebody decides to follow us.
Okay. Now, as you're rolling around, everyone give me an insight check.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm focused.
That's apparently mine.
All right.
Great, I'm on top of this.
Stalwart, as you're looking underneath and you see the armadillo rolling around, you do see some of the tiles that he's on kind of shake a bit. That
Oh, I'm not
attached.
on the tiles. I'm just trying to repair the one that broke in half.
Well, you've been rolling around on these.
Oh, okay.
That's how you got to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're noticing that the tiles he's on that doesn't have a pillar kind of wobble a bit, but those seem to hold his weight. Maybe it's because he's a small, little, tiny creature.
Yeah, you
So-
wouldn't want rats and things, just setting this off.
So I'll pull my head out and say, hey, I
Hey.
don't think we need to do this.
What?
Army's light enough that he's not setting it off. You can turn into smoke and just glide across, and I can climb on the wall.
Okay.
So I will mist and start moving across the other side of the chamber.
I assume you did your transmutation thing to fix the stone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you're picking up, notice it seems pretty. Looks solid, but light, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And able to put it back in place.
And
Alright.
probably very brittle.
So y'all make your way over to the other side. You do, with his insights and all that, you do notice as you're climbing across the wall there, Bobby, that up top there appears to be some kind of vents that you're getting a saltwater smell from.
Hey, did y'all ever see the second Mummy movie, the Drink from the Nile thing? Because
Trying to say there's some sort of.
salt water through here, and we're kind of a ways away from the water, right?
I mean, we're in the desert, so yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Not
we're
that
close to the
far.
ocean, but we're not right by it.
So are you saying you think there's another trap up ahead? This time involving
yeah.
water.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Start looking around
For a trigger.
for a trigger.
okay. Give me investigations. Okay.
I think I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
You're
assist from here on out.
Hmm?
I think I'm just gonna take the assist from here on out.
Actually, I shouldn't even have rolled because I don't actually have any ranks in investigation.
okay.
It
You
wasn't
too.
good anyway, but
You're not really sensing any triggers, but you are at the door.
Okay, so maybe it's something about the door itself. So look over the door.
All right. As you're looking over the door, you do see that there is a handle, uh, two handles where the two hands meet, that can be pulled open.
Okay. Um, does it look like it needs two people to open? Well, I can't see it. Does it? I'm asking them. Does it look like both of you are going to have to open this door?
Does it, DM?
Uh, well, as you're looking at it, you notice that it opens out towards you, and one hand is attached to each door, so it will take either one strong person to open up both, or two people to open up the door sideways.
Sounds like you're going to have to, each hold a hand and pull.
Yep, we'll go to that. Even though I'm pretty sure Bobby could do it on his own, but
Yeah.
so we'll grab a hold of the handles. Yes, and slowly to make sure there's no trigger lines on the other side of the doorway.
Okay. As you are slowly opening up the door, nothing happens.
Alright.
Continue opening up the door. You notice stairway or stairs heading down. And as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, you do come to another antechamber. And there you see what appears to be like a miniature sphinx sitting on top of a chest.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in the four corners, you see what it looks like Anubis, or one would think would be Anubis, but there's something different in the facing itself. It appears less. Anubis is the dog, right?
Jackal.
Jackal. All right, it's less jackal, more of an elongated face.
Why long face?
And of course, you get your glyphs of celestials and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm going to move over to the statue. I mean, I can't lift it, but I'm going to, touch it so that I can use psychometry.
Okay. And what is psychometry?
See the history of
It's like-
something.
Psychometry, my role is going to give you an idea of what I can learn. Let's see.
Oh, is this with you going in the past?
Yeah, this is the past.
Okay.
I think it's 15, and then every 5 I get something, I think.
All right.
I said
As
precognition, post-cognition.
Okay. As you touch it, your vision goes back, and you feel like you're actually in the body of one of the builders. Because first thing that comes to your senses is a hammer and chisel. As a young Egyptian boy seems to be hammering away, framing out the statue of this figure. Since you're multilingual, you hear him talking about just jokes with his friends as he looks around. You see some more young children hammering away. The overseer of this group looks to be similar to Anubis, but the elongated face, but it doesn't seem to be wearing any jewelry or helmet of sorts like that. It just looks like a very long, gaunt alien face, for lack of a better term. And what just happened there?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at Zoom, talking to you, and all of a sudden Zoom just decided to minimize on me. Anyways, you do see in his hands this 8-pointed, curved starlight thing. And you see him placing it inside this stone chest / sarcophagus looking thing. And then 4 men hoisting this stone sphinx sitting on top of it. As you continue on, you do see that the boys around you start getting older,
Mm-hmm.
and all that, as seems like they spent most of their youth working on this chamber itself.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't really get anything more. Just normal conversation between workers and overseer. But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to now relay to them. It's under the Sphinx in a stone box.
Well,
And there's sand and other stuff out here, right?
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, dust.
well let's retreat.
And other stuff. Basically, I'm just trying to find raw components because I'm going to sit for while they're getting the key out. I am going to try to make a replica of the key.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find bits of rock and sand to make your replica. Is there a role for that, or?
No, it's I could roll my technology just to get a decent
DC for deception type deal?
yeah.
Okay. It looks almost like the real damn one.
Okay.
Which, not to pick on jocks, because I was a jock at one time, Bobby actually almost puts the real one back and holds onto the fake. That's how good of a copy it is.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking that, if we encounter them and they want this, we can put up a fight, mentally quoting, so they could get this fake.
Okay.
Or we could just leave and act like we were never here.
Yes, I'm hoping that can be done.
But just in case,
Okay.
it can't be.
Just in case.
So, who has a backpack? How big is this thing, actually?
The center portion itself is approximately 6 inches in diameter, and then each star curves out to be roughly 3.5 to 4 inches. So about 9 inches by 9 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, let's pull this up.
Okay, so, we can get this hidden in Connor's backpack.
Probably about,
Should be able to.
yeah, about yay wide, yay high. You
Yeah.
can see the camera. And it's good for scratching your back. Alright. So you put it in your bag. What do y'all do next?
I think it's time to leave. I don't see anything else down here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And I mean, we can wait topside for them to show up, but
Or we can just
Okay.
get the heck out of here.
we can get out of
'cause
here.
if we
And,
know they don't have the key, I mean, they can't open the door without the key, right?
in theory, yeah.
In theory, yeah. And I'm not sure if we need to be opening that door.
No, I don't think we do. No,
Not after what we just went through
That
before
seems
we got
bad.
here. What we went through before we came here, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, you
take that
can't.
key back to the ranch and bury it in the farthest part of the silo.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what y'all plan on doing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, we'll talk with the rest of the group about, what they want also, but, I'm thinking that contacting an alien race that had created humanity to enslave it, is probably not the best use of our time.
Really?
You sure? What could go wrong?
Oh.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need the gold coming down to berate us for using their Stargate.
Okay. So you head on out. You shut the doors.
Yeah, we'll set everything
Yeah.
back the way it was behind us. If we
Yeah.
opened anything or moved anything. The first door we came through, we didn't even come through. We just went around it and teleported. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say safely get over the pit trap and everything else. Make your way up. As you get around the corner, you kind of pause a bit as you hear one of the tours starting to fade away. You head back up. You port through the gate again, and you make your way out.
And
So what
I
would
will
you-
be in the backpack.
Okay. So what would y'all like to do now?
Well, I guess
think get back to the plane.
pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're not going to the Nine Pyramids Lounge?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Alright, you head over to Nine Pyramids Lounge. Vanessa and the kids end up joining you. As you have a seat.
It's a quaint outdoor
Yep.
eating establishment.
I was trying to pull up the menu.
Yeah, I have it up.
Oh, okay.
Here,
You wanna-
hold on. I was going to put it in chat. That's the page it sent me to for the menu.
Oh, okay. As you're looking through the menu, you're having getting a meal. Looking out over the pyramids. Is there anything y'all want to do prior to heading back over to the farm?
No, I think just we have what we came for. There's really
Mhm.
no need to dally, but I mean, I would. She never saw me, and I don't think she ever saw Bobby, or definitely didn't see Army. So it might be a good idea to stick around for a little bit and just, I don't know, scout them out, see if we can lay eyes on them.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
And it gives us a chance to tour around ancient Egypt.
Okay.
I don't say engage, just, information gathering.
Yeah.
How many they travel with, um, how well they pay attention to the surroundings. Are they all dead? Are they alive? I don't know, just whatever. If we can get our hands.
Are they living challenged or are they living?
Yeah, that's something else I was going to say.
Oh, here's a better menu for them.
Huh.
And
Well-
some of the restaurants and stuff around the pyramid would be a great place to sit and watch.
Okay. Well, as you pull up your little thing, you do realize they are about 3 hours, maybe 4, till they get to port at Alexandria, which is roughly another hour, hour and a half, depending on how fast they drive, north of where you guys currently are.
Okay, well, that gives me some time that I could actually make something.
Okay.
Let me see if they have it to begin with. Trying to see if they have like tracking devices.
Like, what do you mean?
Tracer.
Because we put a tracer on the boat, so we do know they have them.
Yeah. I was seeing how they built it. Because what I was going to do is try to create some type of even smaller tracer, since he works on nano scale. I was going to create a nano dust that could act as a tracer, just get stuck on their clothing. But I think I want to do a little bit more. So let me quickly see about doing this. It's going to be a remote sensor. Remote sensing.
Okay.
Okay, and then okay, so it's going to cost me 3 EP to do this. So, based on how fast I can create things, I should be able to do it in 3 hours.
Okay.
And basically, what I'm doing is creating a nano dust that, if they stir it up, it's going to get on their clothing and act as a tracer remote sensing, so that we can kind of watch what they're doing, or at least Army can. I can send it then to your cell phones. Think of it as a cutscene where we see what the bad guys are up to. And if possible, I'll go back and leave the dust in the corridor going down. So as they walk, it'll stir it up and get caught on their clothing. And it's built to be subtle 2, and insidious.
Okay.
So that it just kind of sticks there until they wash their clothing.
Okay. That sounds fine. Uh, yeah. See, is there a technology role you need to roll for
Oh,
that?
yes, actually, there is. So I have to make a tech roll. Let me get back to gadget creation. Um, okay, it's going to be 12. It's going to be a 22 DC to design it, and then a 22 to build it. So thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot that there are rolls to this. Okay, so I made the first one. Oh, but I can't do the second one. Since I would really like to do this, I am going to spend my hero points so that I can re-roll that.
Oh, if you must.
Yes, I must.
Must
Okay,
you, though?
that time I got it.
Yeah.
So it is. So I'll go back. I'll place it there so that if they go through that corridor to go look for the key, we can kind of listen in and see a little bit of what they're doing.
Okay. So with this, you can track them and hear them, correct?
Well, it's all sensitive, so it'll provide sight for those who can register sight. Sound for me, smells, but it also is tracing them.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, it seems like their trip is taking them a little bit longer on Alexandria.
Okay.
His roll 20 is taking his sweet time to upload the map. But your waiter comes by, he takes your order, brings out the food.
Yeah. Whiskey. Rum.
Hey. And... let me double check something real quick before get on the alcohol.
Well, they do have a beer,
Okay.
but it doesn't
I
look
wasn't
like
sure.
they have whiskeys.
Okay.
Fine. I'll take a beer.
Yeah, so now it's a non-alcoholic natural malt beverage.
Oh, well, shit.
Because you're in an Islamic country.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to verify that. Wait a minute. I think there's no alcohol. Yeah.
Nope. But you could also get a guava juice or a mango juice
I'll take a water.
with your kebabs.
Okay. Is there an undo for?
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Like if you've played something down recently, it's like Alt L maybe.
Yeah. Oh, well, Alt-Z will also remove something if you just put it down. But for the most part, you just have to go back to your pointer and then highlight and delete.
That's right. There we go. All right. So I was trying to get the map straightened out, and damn boxes were getting drawn instead. Okay. So you guys are. Oh, I had this as a map once. Well, I'll be damned. Move everybody to heal. Alright.
We need to zoom in or something? Where we at?
We'll currently put y'all here.
Okay.
This is the little 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, let me move back to.
Here, right?
You moved the map.
Yeah, I sure did. Hold on. Okay. There. Now, get back to Tilton Layer.
Get back,
There we
back
go.
that, get it back to that map layer.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is basically where y'all sitting watching out. So circles are groups of people and tourists that are hitting up the little shops and the little restaurants. As time continues through, you are just looking out for anyone that doesn't seem like they should fit there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or anyone that we specifically recognize.
Alright, let's go ahead and get those perception checks out there. By this time, it's been, wow.
At least Army's rolling good.
Alright.
What's that? Sense of smell. And if Dr. Abel is here, I know what she smells like.
Alright. Well, as you do catch a scent of something. Oh, let's shrink those guys down a bit. Nope. No, I don't. Okay. Where is her? Where's that image? Let me edit. Move. Hold on. I'm just setting up the group of folks that you will catch coming along.
Okay.
Okay.
If I can find that damn photo again. Alright. That's just gonna be her logo for now. And okay. Alright. As you guys come along, you do hit her with some warriors that you guys have fought in the past.
The Viking people.
Yes.
Whatever they are.
Okay.
And do they not have? Yeah, they have tokens. Okay, there you go. Alright. You see what was someone was formerly known. Well, you two don't recognize her. And
Bobby does.
Bobby didn't even notice. But you see two women walking with. Actually, you know what? I've just put these here. I might as well go ahead and put them on the token layer since that's where we're about to be. Okay. All right. You see the woman.
You keep moving the damn map, don't you?
Yes, I keep moving the damn map. Sorry. But yes, you do see a woman formerly known as Tracy. And another woman with black hair, green outfit. Let me see if I can just show.
No, the unrelenting.
And behind Tracy's, notice two soldiers that you fought in the past. Behind Una, you see a strange looking individual. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Yes. Seems like these gentlemen have
$419. Oh, your game. I forgot.
Hold on a second, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Take it this is something Army's seeing.
Well, I'm smelling those Vikings, and But, remember, we're not here to engage. We're just here to observe.
Right, but if you, I'm just saying, I didn't know if we needed to point it out to Bobby so he can verify whether or not it's who it is.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, the second they appear on the screen, actually, they are on the screen down here. I will point them out to both of you.
All right, Bobby. Is that her?
Looks like her.
I pointed them out to my companions the second I became aware.
I apologize about that, guys.
No problem.
No problem.
You notice two figures resembling this standing behind the new woman that you're saying accompanied with Tracy.
Yeah.
Alright. As their getup is in the local fashion, I'm trying to remember what they're called, squarbas or the little dress thing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the women have their face somewhat covered up as they get closer to follow basically the law of the area. And they go up to the ticket counter and purchase 6 tickets. Yeah, they say so. And then they wait around a few minutes, and then you see them walk in on a tour into the street.
Okay.
All right, but couldn't I get a good look at her to verify through Bobby that was her?
Yeah. You're able to point out, and it looks like her. You're about 98% sure, but you still can't wrap your head around the fact that she's alive, yet she's dead.
Right.
So y'all just wait around there for a little bit?
No, as soon as they buy their tickets to go inside, I think it's a good idea to leave.
Yeah.
We saw them arrive. We saw how they presented themselves.
And if they walk in there, we're going to be able to watch what they're doing and track them. So yeah, it's time to get the heck out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if we go to where they are, we are carrying what they're looking for to them.
Yep.
Exactly. And we're endangering all the people here.
Right. So let's
So you
go ahead
sure
and
you
go.
don't want to go then?
Yeah, no.
We are positive.
Set this battle map up for nothing?
Yep.
How rude.
I have a feeling we'll use it again soon.
Fine. Alright.
So let's
So you-
collect our missing and head to the plane and head home.
Alrighty. So how are you able to, is it you pull up on a computer, or is it one of your senses that tracks these things?
No, I'll pull it up on the computer. It's broadcasting. It's considered a remote sense.
Okay.
I may not have built it correctly. We need to stay for a while in the city, because I only built it so that I would have it within a mile. So we just need to get into the basic part of the city, and I can still watch them, but we can't leave yet.
Well, we still have to go retrieve Dude and Kitty and Sinclair, and I think looks like Berenstain Bear or whatever his damn name is went with them.
Yeah, it's a Reginald. So if needed, I'll stay here and just burrow somewhere so I can keep recording them, and you
Okay.
get them, and then we can meet up together.
All right. Well, pretty simple. Vanessa reaches out to figure out where you all are. She can either meet you at the plane or meet you at the restaurant.
Plane.
Okay. We'll meet you guys back at the plane. How did everything go?
I think we're 5x5, but I don't want to discuss it open line. So we'll discuss it when we get back to the plane.
Yes.
So you're 25. Gotcha.
Come on now, Overwatch. You know better than that.
All right. So how long are you gonna stay recording them?
Until I know if they figured out how to get down there and if they retrieve Fate One.
Okay. Now this dust, that was right after the gate that y'all teleported through to get down towards the tunnel, right?
Yeah, I think
Right.
so.
Okay. Just make sure it wasn't the pathway of the actual tour.
No, it was,
No.
Okay.
It was in the tunnel.
it was set up in a way that tourists aren't going to be the ones that hit it.
Alright.
Yes.
As you notice, currently at the time, going down, you see them down at the corner of the first stone slab that you had to break through.
Mhm.
They don't seem to be as discreet as you guys were.
Well, yeah.
You do see the two soldiers reaching in and pulling that rock upward, allowing the women and the two other soldiers to go through. And in the process, they jammed the door open with two metallic spears that
Okay.
the material it's made of you're not familiar with, especially someone who's all into transmutation.
Mutation.
Metallic metal. It's metallic metal that doesn't seem to be of this earth.
Gotcha.
As they make their way down, let's see. Alright. As they're walking across, two of the big brutes that were with Tracy go walking across and they actually fall. Crashing through, falling to their kaboom. Seeing this,
To their kaboom. Sorry.
I make a meme of that
alright.
to send out to the team.
In doing so, Una grabs Tracy and she kind of flies across as the two guards stand basically guarding the area. Two women proceed to sort of disintegrate the stone
Mhm.
at the door, opening a passageway for them to walk through. As they're walking through, let's see if they notice something. Jesus. All the rolls are bad. They don't notice shit. Okay. So they don't recognize that the sarcophagus chest has been disturbed. They slide that open. They look at what alleges key, and of course, I roll an 8. They're like, haha, we succeeded. And then they head out, fly across the thing. As they're coming across, you do hear rumbling. as it seems that this chamber is starting to flood.
Ah.
As water comes out of the vents that you were previously aware of, as one of the soldiers seems to have inadvertently stepped on one of the celestial
Glyphs.
glyphs, yes. Appears to be two fish, sort of like a Pisces.
Hmm.
And
I'm going to lose connection because this is going to wash them up.
Yeah, but it's only on the one that fell, right? It's not going to be all of them that get washed away.
Well, the whole room's being flooded, right?
well, they happen to actually head on out, as you currently see that the water's coming down and
Oh, okay.
pouring over the bliss, which the weight of the water is starting to break and starting to fill up that hole.
Okay.
Yeah, so not all of them were there to get wet from it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The ladies still have theirs on them.
Yep. And they notice what's going on, and they head out and seal the stone wall behind them. So they lost 3 out of the 6 that were there.
Didn't seem like they cared too much about their losses.
No. All that matters is the key. Because their
Yes.
true army will be coming
Yes.
soon.
They have the key.
So you catch up with everybody back at the ship, and you guys fly home.
And I let them have video recordings too.
Okay. So, what is your plan now?
Sleep.
Sleep?
Well,
Okay.
I
we
sleep
need
on
to
the
get
trip.
this crew key somewhere safe. And I think Bobby had a good idea with that.
Yeah, but I think
Okay.
you're the best one for that job because you can teleport, borrow, and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is burrowing. Or we just, concreted somewhere.
Well, concrete would say, hey, there's something here.
Well, that's true. That's true.
But if you just happen to turn all the dirt to a big ass rock,
Then-
that looks like
Yeah.
all the other big ass rocks in Montana.
Then
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Or, I hide it in a septic tank somewhere.
Connor, since you mentioned sleeping, you're familiar sleeping on the C-130 and how rough and bumpy it can be.
Yep.
Somehow, your sleep seems better than it was the day before.
Yep, I'm getting a little bothered by that.
You just... Matter of fact, everyone who took a nap just seems to wake up really refreshed, and it's like the best night's sleep they've ever had.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's something wrong here.
Connor's having issues with this. I mean, he's having more issues with this than he did with the nightmares.
So you're mad that you're not as grumpy as you normally are?
Oh no, he's still grumpy. Good night's sleep doesn't fix grumpy. But yeah, he feels there's something amiss because of how odd it is.
Okay.
I mean, come on, it's been years after what happened, dealing with the issues. And all of a sudden, 2 nights I'm sleeping like a baby? No, that ain't cool. Something ain't right.
Alright. Okay. So you get back to your...
And I know it's not drugs, because I didn't take anything from anybody here.
make it back to the ranch. And
First thing I do when we get back is I go see Baxter.
okay.
I know I'm going to regret this, but I need him to run some tests.
Okay. You bang the door. It's like, what? Go away.
You going to miss the opportunity to get a sample?
Sample.
Yeah, I need you to run some tests.
He kind of cracks open the door. What you bring me?
Me? I need a blood test.
Oh.
Something weird's going on. I need it checked out. And I'm sure you'll keep some of it on file. For whatever you're currently in there doing.
I'm just working on experiments. He opens the door, you go into the little office, he draws your blood. So you're looking around, you see beakers and some other things falling over. You do notice that there seems to be a cabinet that has a chain wrapped around it that seems to be moving.
What's the story over there, bro?
Oh, it's just wearing itself out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, what's wearing itself out?
Farm, you got rats and all that just running around.
Now, Doc, if whatever's in there gets loose, we're gonna need to know how to deal with it. So
It's just a rat. Want to wear itself out before, I get rid of it.
yeah, I drop it from there because apparently he's not gonna say what it is.
No.
But I gave him the opportunity for it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly what he's working on. Yes, relayed that information. But yeah. He takes your blood, kind of pushes you out as you see one part of the lab kind of smoking a little thicker than what it should. So he kind of rushes over there to bat out the fire and yeah.
Alright, then I'll head to the training chamber.
Okay. Do we know if Josh is going to join us, or
I will check.
I just know it's getting close to our normal quitting time. I didn't know if we wanted to extend it an hour or.
We can stay for a few more minutes. If Josh doesn't come on in the next 10 minutes,
Okay.
we can just assume no.
It's
Army is going to use the equipment in the base to try to analyze this key before he hides it.
Oh.
Because I think this is what has the digital intelligence. If it does, I'm going to contact it.
All right. And Bobby, what are you doing?
I'm going to go out. There's a row of fence posts out there, like old fence posts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take the chain and I'm going to practice taking shots at the fence posts.
Okay. Just to get proficiency in it, or?
Yeah, just to clear my head a little bit.
Okay.
Because you did just see your dead girlfriend.
Yeah.
Alright.
And she's not doing nice things.
No, she's with bad people. Those are the dudes that beat up my mom's car. I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she got a new car out of it?
Yeah, but
And she doesn't remember having that old van.
I remember it.
Yeah,
Alright.
apparently somebody Men in Blacked her.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she's able to sleep peacefully now at night, too.
There's that peacefully shit. No, I don't understand that crap.
Alright. Army, as you're looking over this key,
Mm-hmm.
you're not really finding necessarily artificial life.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking more AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah. You are getting a sense of binary code running through the entire key.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Are you familiar with how networking works, where the router will send out to all your switches a little ping saying, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
are you there?" That's basically what it's doing with these endpoints to the star. Just every little bit, you'll see packets going out, communicating.
About how far do they go out? Just a few inches? As if this needed to be in connection to something?
Correct.
Okay.
It seems like it's getting dropped at the tips of the stars.
Okay. Then I am going to do what Bobby suggested. I am going to find a nice boulder where underground, or partially underground, where I can stash this, and then build up some more rock on top of it to make it look just like a natural rock outcropping, but inside of it is this key.
Okay. Give me a DC for that.
What would you like? Another technology, or
Okay. Is it you're just doing transmutation, right?
yeah. I'm just trying to seal this in a nice little place. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to take that back. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different.
Okay.
I might have to wait till next time to actually think about how to do this. But I might actually use a magic ritual to conceal it in something and then hide that.
Okay.
So I may do both technological and magical concealment on this thing before I go and hide it. Hello.
What up?
Howdy, howdy.
What up?
So we just got back to the ranch. Give me a second to fix the cameras.
We went to Egypt.
There we go.
Did.
We got there before the bad guys, and we were able to retrieve the key, the star key, and we left a replica of it in its place. And so the bad guys, I created a tracker so I could kind of remote sense what they were doing down there, and they took it. So they fell for the fake.
Yeah, the dice are bullshit right now.
And also verification that it is indeed Bobby's dead girlfriend.
Yes. And we also met a new person with her, Una the Unrelenting or something.
Yeah, That's the name of the character on the sheet. That may
Yeah.
not be her actual name.
Okay.
Well, we wouldn't have known anyway, because
Yeah.
we didn't like. Oh, hey, you look like a new bad guy. What's your name?
Yeah. I'll go flip through my back guy registry.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Reginald was keeping an eye on Kyle and Kitty as they went shopping.
Okay.
Because, well, Scott's not here, but also, if we suspected his dead sister was going to be there, we probably would have distracted him.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, an undercover operation, you don't want him standing up and going, "There's my sister!"
You're supposed to be dead.
But in retrieving the fake, the bad guys set off a couple of traps, losing 3 of their own, which they didn't seem to care, and headed on home.
Awesome.
And we have, if you remember, we sealed up the other site to some degree. I mean,
Right.
they could still make it through with some explosives or digging tools or something else, but it's going to be harder for them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember that.
And hopefully it might give us enough time if they're starting to bring in a lot of equipment, or if the Brotherhood notices they're there, that we can get back over.
Well, they don't have the key anyway. So.
No, we decided to
Right.
bring the key back here and get rid of it somehow. Hide it.
Yeah.
Bury it.
We're going to hide it. I need to plan some things, and I'm going to conceal it both technologically and magically.
Because it is doing a short, like a close contact transmitting.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to connect to something. So.
And we've decided it's best that we don't open the gate, because we don't know. Well, Arnie's thought is, do we really want to open a gate to an alien race who created humanity to serve as their slaves?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Because all the writing has said, you know, they created humanity to serve as slaves. But there was that one Celtic one where they seem to be working together. But, you know, who knows what we'll get.
Right.
You know, it's hard to go to an alien and go, are you a good alien or a bad alien?
Have you ever sat and thought about that line?
What? Are you a good witch or are you a bad witch?
Yes. Because Dorothy goes, how do you know? How do I know that you're a good witch? It's because I'm beautiful and bad witches are ugly. Then what are you trying to say about me?
That's
Lord.
very true. Yes, good witches get to travel around in bubbles.
As they do.
Of course, good and bad's all perspective.
So when it comes to this key, is there any kind of what's the word? Psychic aura to it?
As in,
Can I read its aura?
oh, okay, you're trying to
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
to its mind and all that.
Well, not really its mind, just to see if there is some kind of aura about it. Does it give off anything like it's alive, kind of thing? Well, I can connect to things that have minds. Let's put it that way. It's like I can't connect to an inanimate object or like a robot or something like that. But if it has a mind, I can connect to it, or at least perceive that it is like
Conscious.
Yes. Yeah.
Not really. Like I was telling Army, it's when he was trying to connect, it's you're sensing binary code bouncing back and forth, but not the typical AI that you're familiar with.
It's kind of like a Magitech thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I mean, it looks like it is just a key.
Like just a normal key.
Yeah.
Uh, basically like a TCP packet trying to find its destination, and it's bouncing from point to point, moving through. If that makes any sense.
So we take said key to the doorway, put key in doorway and turn it.
An open doorway.
The doorway
Yes.
will open to. Does it open to like some random location, or does it open to one specific location?
If you remember, beside the door there are locks that you can turn,
Oh, okay.
and so you can set the destination. It is right now set to a destination.
Yeah, and it's not currently set to the destination of the Hell's Plane, or what I called it earlier, the Tatris.
Tartarus, pretty much.
Tartarus,
Yeah, Tartarus.
or Avernus.
That's where all the fire elementals come from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nor is it set to Sandak. What's the name of it? Sambata. Which is where Connor went when he went underneath the door. So now you've got a third destination it's currently set to.
Could we set it to like? Is it specifically dimensions, or can we set it to like Army's bedroom and then turn the key?
I think it's planets or dimensions.
Yeah, as they tell you what they saw going through the Sphinx, that there are celestial bodies that correlate with particular destinations, and moving these stones in that particular area code type deal is what will open up the passageway.
Gotcha.
And we have a set of let me go back and find my notes again. 32 letters and 20 celestial markers that we're going to have to figure out how to interpret. So.
Oh, and once we got back, Connor went to Baxter to get some blood tests done. Due to the fact that he apparently had another good sleep on the way back.
Yes, he's becoming very agitated about that.
Mm-hmm.
Good sleep. How dare that?
Mm.
How dare that happen?
You know, it's one of those, it's not the norm, so something's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
while
does
he
Doctor...
was- Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna say, as he was getting his blood drawn, there apparently has something locked up in a cupboard that has chains wrapped around it. That's kind of going a little apeshit crazy in there.
Probably trying to get back to Connor.
Probably.
Does Sir Reginald have any linguistic abilities?
He can. Hold on, I can tell you he can. He can speak a lot of languages. I know that.
Okay.
He can. There it is. He can speak French, German, Greek, Japanese, English, of course, Russian, and Spanish.
Since you have a lot of languages, Army might also talk to you about the script, the alphabets and things we have, because Army's is much more intuitive, and so trying to actually do the linguistics of this is not up his
Would
Field of
something
expertise.
like astrology help
Yeah,
with
probably.
this?
Yes.
I don't have that as an expertise. I'm just saying, like, would that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what he's brought back to you is a bit odd since you're used to only having 26 letters in the alphabet. This has 32.
But you speak some of the Asian languages where it's not uncommon to have many more kanji.
Yeah. Gotcha. It'd be just Japanese, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, Chinese does it too. They combine different symbols to create new words. So you get new glyphs based on it.
Gotcha.
And I was just checking, there are 46 basic characters in the Japanese alphabet. So having somebody with different language skills would definitely help.
I'm gonna run take my dogs out real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And Marcus, I'll send you a message about what I'm going to do to hide this thing. So.
That's cool.
Okay.
But I don't think I've got any powers or anything I have would help. I do not. So I don't have any specific powers that will help.
Okay.
Unless I can read this thing, if it don't really have a mind, if it's not really sentient, then a lot of my powers don't really work on it. So that was kind of the limiting factor I put with my powers. Like it's gotta be cognitive
Conscious. Yeah.
before I can actually manipulate it.
Hey, one more thing we didn't point out. Connor tried playing wingman to Bobby, but it didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
I was reading the minds of the people that are around me to see if anybody was like hiding amongst, like we were doing, hiding amongst the group.
Right.
And a woman was rather embarrassed by her husband, who looked like the epitome of a tourist.
Sandals with socks up to his knees.
Exactly.
Fanny packs. Crocs.
So, but she had a little interest in the rather buff young fellow that was in the group. So I was like, you need to go over and talk to her. Why? All right, buddy, go lay down. All right.
Yeah, I think we threw Marcus by saying, no, we're not going to open that gate.
This is why you need Ricochet. You're like, what? Click, and he's already turned it.
Yeah.
Ricochet. You mean freaking
Kyle would do it too.
Kyle will most definitely do so.
Yeah.
Did he hurt himself or something tonight?
He hurt
That's
his
all.
back.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he'll be back with us.
Yeah. And I heard Carlos is joining us on Saturday
Yes.
as a new medical droid.
Yep. We'll have a doctor.
What doctor? Yeah.
Is he going to be an Imperial medical droid?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, if he needs help, he can just change the race of McCoy there in the name. You should have him at the bottom of the list there, Josh. So I imported him to the game.
I've seen that.
I'm sad though that we've lost our engineer.
Yeah.
We have another one.
Yeah, Jake's basically where he had to miss last week because he had all of his kids and the wife was gone, so it was just him kind of thing, and he's got five kids and
Well, you got a basketball team.
Yeah, two of them are I don't mean this anyway, but they're on the spectrum. Two of them are, and they're great kids. All of them are great. Jake's my cousin, and like they're great. They're all great kids, but they could be a handful.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing? You
I
did
mean, if
your
y'all
thing
need
with
to
me.
end, I mean, that's okay with me. I'm just,
Well, we can. We
Yeah,
can
I think we
discuss.
need to give Marcus a chance to think of what's going to happen next.
Yeah, because I don't think he expected us to just grab this thing and come back here.
Like,
So, yeah.
let's just leave.
We can do just that. We can go ahead and call it a night.
Mhm.
We can discuss the ones who are here. We can discuss, whatever we need to discuss on other things or game topics. But before we do, and since you're now here, why don't you go ahead and give your plug for us?
Okay. Let me just.
Throw you on the spot.
Okay. So, my name is Josh, and I'm part of a group called At the Dragon's Table, where we do all things nerd. And we've kind of done a little bit of a restructuring here recently, and we're kind of seeing what's sticking, what's not, things like that. So, we run every Friday night, we run a thing called Trailer Trash Theater, where we do exactly that. We watch a random really, really bad movie, and then we riff over it. We're doing that, and every Saturday night, my crew, the At the Dragon Table crew, and the Roll Hit Die crew here, we are doing a Star Wars Fantasy Flight role playing game. It'll be on Twitch. You'll be able to pick it up on the next day. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube and Facebook and all kinds of places. But I'm running that one. I am the GM of that one. It is called Rebel Yell, and I truly hope this is something big. I'm a huge Star Wars dork, huge Star Wars nerd. It's great. We also got a website called atthedragonstable.com. We just started adding some new merch to the website. You can get linked to all of our social medias. You can find our Discord on there, everything. And my name is Josh.
Don't forget, you also have a program that comes up on Sunday nights too.
Trailer Trash. We're talking about Trailer Trash Wrestling, right?
Yes.
I don't know if we're going to be doing that one or not. That was more of like a Trev thing, and where he's having some issues going on right now. I think we're putting that one on hiatus until we can do it again.
Oh, okay. No.
So right now we're just doing the Fantasy Flight game, and we're doing Trailer Trash Theater. We're going through just a little bit of a kind of a restructure, but.
All right. So, and as far as we're concerned, you don't forget, come back next Friday. Yes, Thursday. Today is not Friday. Today is Thursday. Come back next Thursday and see exactly what happens with our crew here at the with Power Comes monsters. No, mutants and masterminds, not monsters and masterminds, or mutants and armadillos. But yeah, come back and join us and see what happens with this group. If you can't wait till next Thursday to get your tabletop RPG fix, you can come join us tomorrow night for some Consequences of Chaos. Of course, my camera's over here and I keep looking at the actual screen. Consequences of Chaos, which is run by Robert. And remember, those points you've been collecting by watching the program on Twitch live, you can spend to add chaos to our game, which somebody has been doing the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure I don't know who that could have been. But yeah,
Yes.
come join us tomorrow night for that.
We'll pop in and say disadvantage to the GM and then leave.
Oh yeah, something like that. Also, as Josh put, we'll be Robert, myself, Scott, Marcus, and now Carlos will be joining Saturday for the Rebel Yell Star Wars game. Mm-hmm. And next Wednesday we'll be back for Organized Play as well. So come check us out for all our programs. Check our friends out at the Dragon's Table for the programs that they've got. Remember, we're in this adventure called life together, ladies and gentlemen, so please keep that golden rule in mind and treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. With that, have a good week.
Bye.